At age 23, I opened my first salon in Cabanatuan City, Nueva Ecija. With an initial capital of 30,000 pesos, I bought an existing salon that was about to close down. This became the first branch of Orange Blush Salon in October 2003. Today, we have 21 salons all over Luzon. But as the business continues to grow, there's still a lot to learn as an entrepreneur. That's why we thought of coming up with this TV program. The goal of the show is to actually inspire and motivate aspiring entrepreneurs in establishing their own businesses. I am Joby Linsangan Moreno, and this is Beauty and the Biz. Beauty and skincare always go hand in hand, especially when you want to look your best with confidence. And today, we'll learn from an Aesthetics Institute and a skincare line some beauty hacks that could help you look your best. Getting that perfect look takes a lot of hard work. But don't you worry. Our friends from the Center for Aesthetic Studies, or CAS, are here to teach us the basics in the art and business of cosmetology. Top cosmetic brands. Teamed up with some of the best makeup instructors in the country. These are just some of the few things that make the Center for Aesthetic Studies one of the leading makeup schools in the country. So thank you so much for having us here at Center for Aesthetic Studies, Tony. And of course, my first question, how did this business start?
CAS started in 2004.
Right, way back 2004.
Right, but we only acquired the school 3 years ago. I knew the son of the matriarch, Mr. Bowie Cruz, and he approached me because he knew that we were looking to own our own makeup school. So the opportunity presented itself. That's why we acquired it.
And I understand also that your company is called iFace. Tell us more about it.
Well, iFace Incorporated is a 6-year-old company. We started 6 years ago by bringing in our first brand, which was BYS Cosmetics from Australia. But then ultimately we saw a good opportunity within the retail because the retail business in the Philippines has been growing. Eventually we moved into skincare, and then we also have brands for hair and then also fragrance brands. Today we have about 15 brands in our portfolio. Currently we have about 1,000 beauty advisors, or what we call our frontliners.
Yes.
They're all deployed all over the Philippines, and we really believe that our frontliners has to have the best training possible. If you're going to sell makeup, you need to be a qualified beauty advisor, not just in the selling of makeup, but also in the skill of applying makeup. When we acquired the school, we saw it as the perfect platform to have our girls trained here. That was really our first objective. And second, of course, we wanted to continue the legacy of the previous owners of CAS, being the premier makeup school in the country. So we wanted to continue that standard. We're really doing our part in helping elevate the standards of makeup artistry in the country.
The Center for Aesthetic Studies started more than a decade ago with a vision to raise more beauty experts and professionals. As you've mentioned that strategically you acquired it because you also have another company. How about your future plans for CAS?
The long-term plan for iFace is to keep growing the business. So today we have 1,000 beauty advisors. I foresee the business to double in 3 years.
When you were an aspiring entrepreneur and you were like, of course, a dreamer, what could be your most unforgettable lesson that you learned in the business that you think is applicable to your life now?
Business-wise, you have to be dedicated. Hard work has to be there. Obviously, you have to be passionate about what you do. Those really are the minimum qualities that you need to have. Business is all about opportunity, so I also believe in forging partnerships.
Whether you're a beginner or an old hand in makeup, the Center for Aesthetic Studies offers a wide range of makeup classes that cater to your every need. Taught by some of the best and brightest in the industry.
Hi,
Hi,
Jovi.
Marie.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Now, let's start with my first model. The interesting thing that they're doing now is they're doing different eras, different makeup styles.
All right. So what do
let's
we have
start.
here?
Mahan is doing the 1970s look. All the makeup that you will see, we encourage the students to show skin.
So skin, yes.
That has been going on since we opened in 2004. Shall we move on to the next one?
All right, let's go.
Now we will go on the second one. This is very interesting. This is considered glam makeup. The emphasis that Carol decided is on the eyes.
Eyes, okay.
You can see this lovely lady's face,
Yes.
but it's so glamorous. And I
beautiful,
think
yes.
it's glamorous and sexy.
Exactly.
Shall we move on to the
right.
next?
Okay.
Now we have the high fashion.
Yes, she looks very different, obviously.
For high fashion, we want to show, regardless of the type of makeup, a lot of skin.
Yes.
So it's not just all full makeup, it's just intensified makeup. It's very sort of low-key subdued. The color that Lay chose is the intense color here that suits her skin tone to give it some emphasis. The focal point here are her lips. So shall we move on?
All right,
Okay.
let's move on.
Our next model, this is still high fashion. This can be catwalk makeup, but this can also be disco makeup. The focus here is on the eyes.
Yes.
We have another one here.
Okay.
Gidget here has decided to do smoky eyes. Actually, smoky eyes started in the 1920s, but was enhanced in the 60s by Brigitte Bardot.
They're very pretty, though. She has very pretty eyes.
And everybody can wear that. And for the last one, Jovi, shall we?
All right, let's go.
Stephanie has done a no makeup look. It's not easy to do because you have to bring out the features without really using colors. Clean beauty makeup,
Flawless
very clean
skin.
beauty makeup, like you have no makeup at all.
But more than imparting skills, CAS focuses on training their students to be professionals in the biz. We asked Jigs Mayuga, a celebrated CAS alumni and now instructor, about his experiences in the school. So Jigs, tell us more about your background because I understand that you are the makeup to the stars and I'm so kilig and honored to be here with you today. Did you start as a professional makeup artist?
I actually graduated from UP with a degree in hotel and restaurant administration.
Oh, you sure am.
Yeah,
Right.
so my first job was actually as a flight attendant. So I was a flight attendant for 4 years. This was in the early 2000s. But even in high school and college, I would always be interested in makeup. And then eventually in 2004, the school, at that time, which was called Innovations and Concepts Incorporated, or
Yes,
ICI, opened in along Jupiter Street in Makati, which would become CAS now. And I was part of the pioneer batch of students at CAS.
But now, Currently, you're also a partner. So, what does a partner like you, what's your role in the business?
So my background is really marketing, and then eventually when things started shifting from print to social media,
Yes, the digital.
I was pretty much in the thick of it pa rin. So I know how both worlds work. So for the school, that's pretty much what I do also.
Well, let's talk about your classes that you offer here at CAS.
If I were to take one class here in CAS, I would take the basic makeup course. It's pretty similar to what I took back in the day.
Yes, the 6 months?
Yeah, the 6
Alright.
months. But now we've compressed it to about 8 days.
Oh.
We discussed the basics of makeup artistry, like color theory, the bone structure, which are things that every makeup artist should know.
What can you say about the profitability of becoming a makeup artist?
What I tell my students is just keep on doing test shoots. Find a stylist who's just starting out. Find a photographer who's just starting out. Find a model who's just starting out. You guys can create a shoot and then you can post it on your social media platforms. And eventually, if you start building your connections with these people who are starting out, once they start getting those big jobs, then they will recommend you or they will suggest that, oh, let's get this
exactly.
makeup artist or let's get this
Yes,
model.
that makes-
I think in any field, that's how it works is. Parang you have to grow with your contemporaries also. That's how you start talaga is you start doing a lot of free work just to be able to get your work out there. You can't expect to book a big
Yes.
advertising campaign after graduating from makeup school or just because you watched some YouTube tutorial. It doesn't
That's
it
very
doesn't
true.
work that way. It's really a matter of really being aggressive and getting your work out there.
Of course, we won't let Jigs go without us knowing what's inside your Kikay bag.
Perfect because it's just right here. I don't really have a lot of beauty products here. I'm very low maintenance. I have here my glasses. I have a money clip. I have my house keys with me. I also have a small USB here, my mobile phone, earbuds, power bank. Last but not the least, I have a very long cable. That's it.
From a makeup school that teaches the craft to a skincare line that brings out the best of your skin. Don't go away, Beauty and the Biz will be right back. From personality development trainings to launching their own skincare line, John Robert Powers continues to push the envelope in the business of empowering people with confidence. A well-known institution specializing in teaching personality enhancement, imaging, modeling, and acting, John Robert Powers has now extended their brand by expanding into skincare and makeup with Skin by JRP. We are here at John Robert Powers and we are being joined by Danny. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much for having
So,
me.
yeah, so perhaps you can tell us the story behind John Robert Powers.
Okay, John Robert Powers actually started in the United States back 1923, and then it started by John Robert Powers himself. He believed that there are no unattractive person, but there are just those who don't know how to take care of themselves or don't know how to tap their potential. So that's the basic premise why he actually started John Robert Powers.
Right.
And then it started here in Asia in 1982, but it was already in Hong Kong. 3 years after, it's 1985, that's when we started JRP in the Philippines.
Alright, it was brought here now in
It was
the
brought here in the
Philippines.
Philippines.
How many branches do you have here in the Philippines?
Here in the Philippines, we have 2 branches, one in Makati and one in QC.
Recently, JRP launched Skin by John Robert Powers.
Yes.
Right, so could you tell us more about it?
Everybody wants to be beautiful inside and out. So that's one thing that we would want to complete. So beautiful inside is being taken care of JRP because of the personality development programs. And then the beautiful
outside,
outside is being taken care of Skin
The
by John
physical
Robert Powers.
part.
Yes. So Skin by John Robert Powers has skincare and also cosmetics.
How about the challenges that you had to face in conceptualizing the brand?
The main challenge was actually going out to the market.
Exactly.
Because you already have
With so
a-
much competition.
Exactly.
diba?
It's already saturated. At the same time, when you say JRP, you already have in mind, oh, it's personality development, oh, it's modeling. So it's quite confusing. So why
Exactly.
we already have a lot of feedback na, oh, we already have a skincare line. So now we actually teach them, you know what, you don't just have to be confident inside, but you can actually be confident outside.
What's the concept behind this skin brand by John Robert Powers?
Okay, JRP wanted a brand that aligns to what they actually teach. And what they actually teach is when you have great skin, you only need a dash of color.
Exactly.
So that's why
yes.
our product line is more on the skincare, and we actually have colors just to give you, you know, that blush when you actually go out.
Yeah. So when we say it's basic line of makeup and basic skin regimen, what are we talking about?
in Skin by John Robert Powers, we actually have the step 1 to 4. So 1,
Alright,
2, 3,
so
4.
that's 4 steps.
Yes, we actually want to encourage everybody. You just have to have the basics. So for us in Skin by John Robert Powers, we encourage our customers that you have to go through first. Step 1, cleanse.
The
Step
cleansing
2
part.
Yes. Step 2, tone, because you have to dual cleanse. And then third, you have to protect your skin. So step 3 is protect. And then step 4 is to moisturize. And then after that, you're actually good to go.
The brand maintains a chill and simple approach to makeup and skincare, focusing on the bare necessities while adding just a bit of color. So now that you've mentioned a lot about how you market the products and the basic line of your makeup, what could be your brand's unique selling proposition?
Our USP is actually, we don't just sell the products, we actually educate our customers. Like for example, if you don't know your skin type, we can actually help you know your skin type and then know the products that's fit for you. And then other than that, we actually partner our products. Like for example, when you order a product, we have promos that you actually have a discount to one of our programs here in the school.
Alright, so that was the marketing package that we have here at JRP.
At the same time, vice versa, when customers enroll here in JRP, they actually get the full pack of the skincare and
So it's like a
cosmetics.
two-way,
Yes.
alright, two-way marketing scheme.
Yes.
No? And I understand that you distribute your products online. No?
Yes.
Purely online. You don't have physical stores. You don't have retail shops. No.
Yes.
So how difficult or how easy is that on your part?
Most of the market right now, they actually go to the stores. They want to try it first, or they
exactly.
want to see the product.
And they want to
first.
smell it. diba?
Exactly.
They want to
So that's
try it out.
that's one of the difficulties because we actually ask them if they want to try it first. They can actually go to our showroom here in JRP or in JRP QC. But it's actually easy also because the price points of our products are not that expensive.
Exactly. No?
So that it's not a big of a deal when you actually invest in get the product.
Another unique thing about the biz is that they're packaging their trainings and skin products together. For those who are watching, what could be your advice to aspiring entrepreneurs who might want to start their business here in the beauty field?
You know, if you really want to be in the business, you have to have grit. You have to persevere at the same time. You have to have the passion for it. So, for example, you have to want helping out people to know, to be their best and beautiful self.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now that we've learned about JRP and Skin by John Robert Powers, we are too excited to see the products themselves.
Okay. So, Ms. Jovi, welcome to our Skin
Yes.
by JRP showroom.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Yes, so here we actually have the product line of Skin by JRP. So we'll start off with skincare. So we have our facial cleansers, our toners, and what I said to you earlier, we have Protect and
It's the day
Moisturize.
and night cream. right?
Yes. And also for the cosmetics, we started off with the moisturizing lipsticks, and then we went for the velvet mattes.
Alright.
The best sellers for skincare is actually our toners, most specifically the clarifying toner.
So you have two types of toner.
Yes, we have two types of toners, the clarifying toner and the hydrating toner. For the moisturizing lipsticks, the best seller is actually the Coral Dream.
Alright.
This
so it's a
one.
nude shade.
It's very nude and it's actually for every day. So that's why it's a best seller because most oftentimes we're scared to try bold colors, so they start out with this one.
Alright.
For the velvet mattes, the best seller is actually our cinnamon nude.
Alright.
It's actually very similar to our Coral Dream. This is actually what we encourage them to buy when they want to have that bold eye cap.
They all look nice, no? The shades are very nice. I think they're for everyday use, no?
Yes, and also the shades actually is well developed for Asian skin. For every type, whether you're fair, you're morena, you're light, these are actually the shades that's okay for you.
Yes. So before we let you go, we'd like to know the beauty tips that you teach here at John Robert Powers.
Okay, here in John Robert Powers, we actually teach make down, not make up. You don't actually have to put so much because you're concealing your natural beauty, but you actually have to enhance and reveal your natural self.
Very well said. Thank you so much, Danny. We learned a lot from you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jovi, and thank you for visiting us here in Skin by John Robert Powers.
Want to grow your business? Learn some biz tips from the best when Beauty and the Biz returns.
Alcaviva ay hindi lang business dahil pwede ka ring matuto ng maraming bagay sa business na ito. Marami kang matututunan kung paano magsisimula bilang water refilling station. Siyempre kasi ang water refilling station, yun yung business na nagpalago ng buhay namin. Once na uminom tayo ng water directly from tap water, hindi na tayo kasi ngayon nakakasigurado na malinis yung water na to. So, i-risk mo pa ba yung kalusugan? Yun ang pinaka-importante. Kaya ang pagbe-business ng water station, napakahalaga. Sa mga technicians, ang pinaka-importante sa lahat is ituring mo sila na kapamilya para at least yung kanilang pag-i-install sa mga clients natin ng water refilling station, mamahalin nila to at ayusin nila ang trabaho nila. Ang pinaka-importante kasi is hindi lang tayo basta tayo lang ng tayo ng water station dahil sabihin natin, ito yung budget na meron tayo, no? So ito lang yung dapat nating itayo. Hindi, ang pinaka-importante is yung kung ano yung water source na meron tayo at para malaman natin kung ano yung applicable system na itatayo sa atin. So ang advantage kay Alcaviva, binibigay namin lahat ng dapat nilang detalyeng malaman para at least magkaroon sila ng idea na hindi lang dapat pala ganito ang isipin natin when it comes sa pagtatayo ng water refilling station. Dapat hindi lang tayo dun sa pagkakakitaan, ang isipin natin yung magiging customers natin. Meron kaming ginagawa every week, like yung General Assembly, para mapag-usapan yung mga concerns nila when it comes dun sa installing. Like, ang pinaka-importante dun yung kung anong natutunan yung mga kliyente habang tinatayo yung water refilling station, and at the same time, yung mga problema or concerns when it comes dun sa installing. So, kailangan namin to pag-usapan every week para alam namin kung paano namin i-improve yung mga sarili namin. Sa pagnenegosyo, kailangan magkaroon tayo ng good management. Kasi yung negosyo natin, hindi naman yun kikilos ng para sa sarili lang niya, kundi kailangan natin siyang i-manage ng tama. Paano lalago ang negosyo? Nakasalalay yun sa good management ng isang may-ari. May advice ko lang sa mga mag-asawa or mag-partners, lalo na gusto nilang magtayo ng negosyo, ay magkaroon tayo ng pantay na pananaw sa isa't isa. Magkaroon tayo ng malawak na pang-unawa, lalo na kung tayo ay nagkakaroon ng mga struggles pag nagsisimula tayo ng negosyo. Pag pinag-usapan natin ang buhay negosyo at buhay pamilya, napakahirap nitong pagsabayin. Pero syempre, bigyan natin ng mas high priority ang pamilya natin kasi sila yung inspirasyon natin para magkaroon tayo ng magandang takbo ng negosyo. Ang ma-advise ko lang, pag magsimula tayo ng isang business like water refilling station, huwag tayong kabahan, huwag tayong mag-isip ng hindi maganda dahil yung papasukin nating negosyo ay malaking magiging tulong nito sa ating kabuhayan.
Business ideas may arise from the needs of the people around us or from the things that we value the most. So, be sure to study them and take calculated risks. You'll never know, it may be your beauty dream business in the works. I am Joby Linsangan Moreno, and this has been Beauty and the Biz.